This is nice. Cool angle, actually. Appreciate this. Whoa, it zooms up. Oh my God, that's so close. All right. So, hey guys. Oh, and I could live stream via Instagram as well. So let's try it out. I'm reaching more people, so I guess it's true what they say. Just be consistent, and you're good to go. Let's see how this works. So I can change the camera, default to camera, tools, allow access, camera settings for live. Hi. Okay, so this is good. 27 people active right now. Let's try it out. Hi, guys. So today I'll be reading a copy. If you have any questions, yesterday I read chapter 1 of my book called Unapologetically ENFP, Embracing Your ENFP Nature and Living Life on Your Own Terms. For people who don't know what ENFP is, it means that we're extroverted, intuition, feelings-based, perception-based people. So people that are like really into relationships and all that good stuff. Hey Raja, how you doing? Just want to say hi to everyone. And oh hi mom, I see my mom's watching. I'm reading my book, so just wanted to read chapter 2. Chapter 2. So I'm the beginning of this chapter, and then Pan, my co-author, is the second portion of it. So chapter 2, relationships and emotions. Um, So it's my name. Allow myself to love everyone. Allow myself to love myself. Relationships is one of the things that ENFPs do best. Oh, hi, mom. She waved hi on Facebook. We love and we give until we have no more any more to give. Everyone loves us and we love everyone. It can be beautiful things if we set boundaries. The concept of boundaries is hard for me and many ENFPs to understand. Relationship challenges. The challenge with relationships is that we spend so much time cultivating relationships that it takes a significant amount of energy to continue to have so many deep relationships. So I get to choose how I spend my time, but I do think a lot I spend a lot more time than most people calling my friends and organizing hangouts. Being a people pleaser can actually be one of the downsides of being an ENFP. We can also get drained if we do not manage our energy correctly. I now know how to manage my energy better and that I can't solve every single person's problems. ENFPs are the best community builders and cultivators. I've been blessed to create my own men's group, which has cultivated some of the most vulnerable conversations I ever witnessed. Being involved with Landmark Worldwide, accomplishment coaching, next level trainings, Tony Robbins, and working for so many organizations, I built a fantastic network of over 15,000 LinkedIn connections. So this is back when I was I guess I've grown that significantly. I'm at 18,300 LinkedIn connections now. So I guess in a matter of a year and a half, I was able to grow by 3,000 connections, which is not bad actually. Working at LinkedIn was amazing because, as you can imagine, you meet some of the best networkers and some of the best relationship cultivators in the world. The beauty of working at a company such as LinkedIn is that you get to spend every day meeting someone new. You wouldn't be able to meet everyone at LinkedIn with 17,000 employees. So yeah, so when I worked at the company, it was like 14,000 employees, and now it's grown. It's probably like 20,000 employees now. Hey Claire, hope you're doing well. I'm reading chapter 2 of my book on relationships. So hope all is well. Oh, here, maybe I could bring. Oh, I just realized you can bring people onto the. Let's see if this works. Okay. Huh. Raja, yeah, let me know if you have any questions for sure. Choosing relationships. Thinking about which relationships make you happy, and some relationships that take a lot of energy to maintain. I'm not saying that you should drop your friends, but some relationships don't seem like a lot of work, and you genuinely enjoy spending a lot of time with them. There are some relationships that you want to avoid. I wish I didn't try to be such a people pleaser. Managing your time wisely when it comes to relationships makes a huge difference. I've been guilty of discounting someone before I got to meet them and have enjoyed their company as well. Being careful of how we're putting someone in a box makes a big difference. Romantic relationships are enormous to an ENFP. We can be hopeless romantics. I know that I've thought and daydreamed about so many different things, and I've been fortunate enough to have so many fruitful relationships. Being hard on myself and on others, I see that it's not beneficial to analyze and think about past relationships so much. Yes, of course, learn from your mistakes, but do not dwell on them. How many of us have been guilty of thinking about past relationships years after they've been over? I've been guilty of beating myself up for making mistakes. Reaching out to complete those relationships make a big difference. When I've been an asshole and have reached out to be honest about where I've made some mistakes, I had some ex-girlfriends that have said, "It's okay, we all make mistakes." A huge sign of relief comes from that. There were instances in my life where I thought I would never want to be married because of the novelty of anything new. It's interesting because the more energy I put into my marriage, the more beautiful it is. ENFPs are always seeking something. An idealistic nature of romance in general can get us in trouble. I'm not saying that anyone should settle, because it's helpful to have self-awareness to how much energy we're as ENFPs spend daydreaming. I've been pretty impulsive when it comes to decision making. It's led me to have some pretty funny and cool stories to tell, but it's also led me to a lot of overanalyzing and thinking about things too much. And so it's important for ENFPs to notice and leverage our strengths in all areas of life, including relationships. Relationships are the best things in life, and as ENFPs, we get to be everyone's best friends. It's amazing having so many friends, but you get to set boundaries around your time. You don't need to fix anyone. Everyone is whole and complete as they are. If Yo, what up, Rohan? I was reading the book yesterday, and I think you had a question for me, and then I had to go because I had a coaching client. Um, I think your question is, can you get this book in your country? I think you can actually. Here, I'll link it so you can let me know if that link works for you to see if you are able to check out the book on Amazon. Let me know. Hey, Manke, Adam, Desi, and Arvin. Here, I'll just wave hi. Wave, wave, wave. Cool. Very cool. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any questions. I'm just gonna spend today completing the book. So we're on page 29 of the ENFP book, which is my book. Okay. Um, it's important for ENFPs to notice and leverage our strengths in all areas of life, including relationships. Relationships are the best things in life. Oh, okay, I did say that. Oh, okay. Everyone is whole complete. And if you are as obsessed as I have been in the world of personal development, you realize that there are always people that you're trying to change someone instead of just embracing everyone for who they are and not trying to be hard to be idealistic about every single thing. Emotions. Being an extremely emotional person, ENFPs are great at reading emotions, and we are great at experience the full depths of being human. I will share stories that will help capture the depths of each emotion. Why is it so essential to understand our own emotions? Emotions are complex, but once we have language to talk about our emotions, we can actually do something about them instead of be with them and be with them instead of let them control our lives. I allow myself to feel shame. Shame is tough to speak about for obvious reasons. Shame shows us that we're human. The Oxford Language Dictionary describes shame as a powerful feeling. Hey, thanks for the like, Rohan. Appreciate you, my brother. Let me see if I can add. So you can see who. Oh, okay. Okay. The Oxford Dictionary describes shame as a powerful feeling of humiliation or disgrace caused by the consciousness of wrong or foolish behavior. When I was in second grade, there was this cute girl who asked me what I've done over the weekend. I remember sharing how excited I was to share that I've eaten chicken McNugget because that's what my father used to call it. She laughed at me and said, "No, it's pronounced nuggets, not nougat." I turned bright red. That was the first time I ever felt shame. There were times in the classroom where teachers would call on me and make fun of me. Feeling wrong is common. Everyone has these expectations, and yet as humans, we all make mistakes. They say humans are more afraid of public speaking than they are death itself. That's wild to think about. But it makes sense because we all want to fit in and we have so many groups and communities we are a part of. Some of the most challenging emotions to manage, to get a hold of, are stress, anxiety, overwhelm, avoidance, envy, and jealousy. I will cover how I manage some of these with more complicated emotions. We are so interested in everything that can also bring stress into our lives. Being able to juggle everything can add unnecessary stress to our lives. Practicing no without a reason or explanation, or for most other personality types, saying no is much easier. It's uncomfortable at first, but you'll eliminate a good chunk of your stress just by only doing things that make you happy. The tool that has helped me out the most is thinking to myself, is this activity a 9 or 10 out of 10? I used to take a lot of, oh, hey, oh, wow. So, okay. So it is the same price. Yep. That's correct. Good call. Good call, brother. I wonder, what is it in rupees? I'm curious. For most other personality types, saying no is much easier. It's uncomfortable at first, but you'll eliminate a good chunk of your stress just by only doing things that make you happy. This tool has helped me the most to think to myself. Avoidance is a difficult one for a personality type that loves to get involved in other people's business. I'm a classic conflict avoider. Now I'm getting better at it, but it's still hard for me to be upfront and honest about something that bothers me. I've learned the hard way that when I hold everything in, I just blow up like a volcano. It's not fair to my wife, boss, coworkers, or people who are on the short end of the stick. The emotions I tend to focus on the most that brings out the happiest emotions in my life are gratitude, joy, tranquility, compassion, surprise, curiosity, awe, and wonder. Is that a lot of money, Rohan? I'm not sure. You're hilarious, bro. Oh, put in the chat which personality type you are. Are you also an ENFP? When I'm on the plane looking at the beautiful ocean, flying to Hawaii, I look at the mountains and think of all the people below, and I wonder what people are doing in their homes. When I see the green, lush mountains driving around the island, I stop to think to myself, the universe has created so many beautiful things to appreciate. Boredom is one of the hardest emotions to be with for an ENFP. What would life be like if I could simply just be content with being with myself? I noticed that my automatic way of being is to stay occupied and busy, read something, learn something, or hang out with friends. The curse of being so social is that you end up with, this is page 32, going out a lot more. So you spend a lot of money and you have a thirst for traveling and experiencing the world. Meditation is one of those helpful practices, even though it's taken me years and years to practice. I used to make myself wrong that I wasn't doing it the right way. Anything that is worth doing takes time and practice. So that was the end of my chapter for chapter 2. So this is my co-author Pan's chapter now. All right. Oh, cool. So in on Amazon, I forgot to read the part that says what valuable lessons you learn. So the valuable lessons you learn in this book are what to look for in a job as an ENFP, the value of switching jobs as often as you need, even if it's frowned upon, finding clarity on who you are and what you want to be in the world, learning to harness your passion for success, creating and accepting fulfillment in what you do, tips to balancing your naturally outgoing social nature with finding time to rest, strategies to manage your emotional intelligence, ways to express your most authentic self. As an ENFP, You have the innate ability to harness your very best traits in order to change the world. Start today to manage your potential and create a life of adventure and fulfillment. So this was published in November 9th of 2003. Oh, so this was pretty recent. This was only published so a little bit over 6 months ago. So it's 110 pages in English. And yeah, that's good stuff actually. So Tang, romantic relationships. I allow conflicts and differences in my romantic relationships. I allow my emotions to flow through my body. I allow myself to feel. I allow myself to care and set boundaries. Love and the struggle between T and F. So T is folks that have the thinking preference, and F is the feeling preference. So we are more on the feeling preference. So luckily, my wife and I both share the feelings component of the Myers-Briggs type assessor. So that makes life a lot easier. Oh, cool. I just realized since I have this thingy, maybe I'll actually make the voice a little bit less echoey. Let's try it. Whoa, so cool. I haven't used that before. So good stuff. Hey Candace, how you doing? I can wave. Just reading copies of the ENFP of Unapologetically ENFP book. All right. So the struggles between the thinking and the feeling type. In a romantic relationship between someone who's a feeling type and someone who's a thinking type preference, the challenges and dynamics can depend on several factors, including the specific personalities of each partners in the stage of the relationship. People with a feeling preference tend to prioritize their emotions and personal values when making decisions, while those with thinking tend to prioritize logic and objectivity. Those can lead to some differences in how the two approach decisions and resolve conflicts in that relationship. On the other hand, the feeling partners may appreciate the thinking partner's ability to provide a logical perspective and help them avoid making impulsive decisions based on their emotions. On the other hand, the thinking partner, hey Sanskruti, welcome back. So I'm on page 34 of the book. So this is a picture of my co-author Pan and her husband, Aditya. Oop, you can see. Let me know if you have any questions. But yeah, it's the same thing I was doing yesterday. But this is my book. So, may appreciate the feelings partner's ability to bring empathy and emotional intelligence to the relationship. However, hey, what up, Dan? What's good here? I can send Dan's Das Zo. Nice. May appreciate the partner's ability to feel empathy and emotional intelligence to the relationship. However, the difference in decision-making style can lead to misunderstandings or conflicts. For instance, the feelings partner may feel like the thinking partner is insensitive or unemotional, while the thinking partner may feel like the feeling partner is irrational or overly emotional. In order to navigate these challenges, it's important for both partners to understand and respect each other's decision making and to communicate openly and effectively. Both partners can also find a way to find a balance between their natural tendencies. I have become so famous that people in America are reading the book written by me. Yo, Rohan's a natural comedian, bro. You do stand-up comedy? This guy's hilarious. So Rohan must be this guy then, because this person is a lady. So both partners must find a natural balance between their natural tendencies and work together to find solutions that they take into account both logic and emotions. Life goes live on Instagram. Oh yeah, I'm also on Instagram as well, Sanskriti. Hey, Roy Chan, what's good, bro? Here, reading my book. So I just wanted to let you know. All right, this is Pan and her husband Aditya, so you could see. In conclusion, a relationship between a feeling and thinking preference can bring out both challenges and strengths. It's important for partners to understand and respect each other's decision making style, communicate effectively, and find a balance between the tendencies. With effort and understanding, this relationship can be both positive and fulfilling for both partners. I allow conflicts and differences in my romantic relationships. As a fun loving person, I love to take time after work to unwind and relax. But when I started to date Aditya back in 2008 or 2015, I realized that he had a completely different approach. He's a workaholic and can't seem to relax even after work. We're like yin and yang, complete opposites. I later realized that I have a clear preference of thinking, and Aditya has a clear preference of, feeling, and Aditya has a clear preference of thinking when it comes to decisions. This often leads to conflict between us, especially when I want to spend quality time with him and he can't get his mind off of work. One day after work, I tried to, where's your gaming channel? I asked my wife, and she said that if we did it, I would only be allowed to show myself, which is fine. I guess I can just show myself. But yeah, we might play some Mario Party today, so let's try it. Why not, right? We got nothing to lose. Who knows? Maybe people will like us watching play Mario Party. So we'll do that later today. So it's raining all day today, so we probably won't do much of that. But thanks for the suggestion, Sanskriti. As you can tell, I like nerding out with books as well. In addition to gaming, I like doing both. Um, so one day I tried to cuddle with him and spend some quality time, but his mind was somewhere else. I felt hurt and rejected, thinking that he wouldn't find me attractive any. I think it's morning now, and my sun is sunsetting. Yeah, it's super early. It's like 8:33 a.m. right now, so it's pretty nice out right now. Actually, it's if you go on the Instagram, I can show you because I can switch my phone around. I can show you what the outside looks like right now. Um, I felt hurt and rejected, thinking he didn't find me attractive anymore. But as time went by, I began to understand that our differences in communication and approach to life were just not limited to relaxation time, but also extended to important topics like finances. To bridge this communication gap, I came up with a trick. I would shift my logical side and try to understand his viewpoint. His viewpoint. Oh, wait, where am I? Oh, and express my feelings in a way that I thought he could relate to. This helped me convey my thoughts without coming off as confrontational, as Aditya has felt like I was trying to understand his perspective. Through this experience, I learned that it's okay to have conflicts and differences in romantic relationships. It's how we deal with them that counts. By acknowledging, hey, what up, Brendan? Yo, let's go Phillies. Phillies is rocking it right now. Too bad the Sixers kind of crapped out, but at least Phillies was holding it strong. From this experience, I learned that it's okay to have. In India, the price of this book would buy all of the books of a 10th grade class boy. Really? Oh my God. Damn, really? That's crazy, bro. In the US, I would say that's like the average price for a book. That's like, how much would that be? That would be like, I guess back when I was working in corporate, or even now, I guess, like 1 hour of my coaching, I would be able to buy, wait, shipping. Oh, so it costs more actually in India than it does in the US, probably because they have to ship it all the way to. So 25 bucks. So I charge like $250 for an hour of coaching usually. So that would be one tenth of an hour of me working is how much the cost of the book would is cost. Oh, Samruti, you're back. Here. So Samruti, here, I'll just show you my outside so you can kind of see what it looks like. How do I switch? Um, cool. So this is the outside of here, I'll wave to you. This is the outside what it looks like right now. Here, I guess I can do this as well. So yeah, you can see that. Oh, can't really see because of the mesh. Never mind. All right. But yeah, just so you guys could see. Oh, well, you could see my other. So this is my outside, super bright. But yeah, I just wanted to show you that because of the dollar price. Oh, I see. I see. You're Rohan. You're rich though, bro. You got this, man. Aren't you making like $1 billion, a billion rupees a day? No worries, brother. You coming on and supporting me mentally, emotionally, that's priceless. So I appreciate that. More important than any $25. Hmm. Ah. Oh, so let's see. Oh, I can actually I think I can invite you. Let's see if this works. Invite. Let's see. Let's see if Samruti Chape is down to join me. He declined a hard block like yesterday. I got you. I got you. Um. Anyway, Sanskrit. Oh, it is Sanskriti. Okay. Yeah, yeah. I figured that's you. Um. So, as how we deal with them that counts. By acknowledging our differences and finding ways to communicate effectively, we can build a stronger and more fulfilling relationship. Page 36. I allow my emotions to flow through my body. As someone with a feelings preference, I realize that the true power of allowing my emotions to flow through me. It's not about ignoring them or pretending that they don't exist. Can you show me the sun outside? It's cloudy, so there's not too much sun right now. Yeah, it's like super cloudy or super. Yeah, there's you can't see the sun, unfortunately. Sorry, dude. Cloudy day today. All the cloud. Yeah, I guess I saw that it's supposed to rain all day, so you're not going to be able to see too much sun, unfortunately. Um. Oh, okay. It's about acknowledging their existing and giving them space to be processed and released. One of the biggest challenges in there is no such issue. I'm playing 10 times more for the book. It seems wrong to me. Yeah, yeah. Well, you guys, I guess everything in the US costs a lot more in general, it seems like. One of the biggest challenges in my journey has been managing my anger of relationships, particularly with my husband, because I can be easily triggered by his words, and before I know it, I'm consumed by a wave of heat and tightness in my body. In the past, my default reaction would be yell or burst. Before I knew it, the conversation has spiraled into a fight. But with my newfound mindfulness, and awareness, I've learned to take a pause and give myself the space I need to process emotions. One time, when I felt the anger rising up, I chose a different behavior. I took a deep breath, stepped away, telling my husband that I needed some space. As I was walking outside, the cool breeze caressed my face. I closed my eyes and allowed the anger to wash over me like a wave crashing onto the shore. I felt the tightness in my chest and heat in my throat as I observed these physical sensations without judgment. It was like I was watching the anger from a distance, like an observer witnessing a storm on the horizon. As I sat with my emotions, I began to reflect on what had triggered anger. Was this something that my husband said, or was it something deeper within myself? With each passing moment, answers became clearer, and I found myself taking ownership of my feelings. It wasn't just about what he said, it was about how he made me feel. It was about the expectations I had for our community. Oh, hey, Asha, I'm reading a copy of my book. So just wanted to show you. Thanks for joining. Okay. It was it was the expectations I had for our communication and the values. Hey, Francis, what's good? Lenkieska 679, what's good? Reading a copy of my book for those who are curious about ENFPs. Um, I felt tightness in my chest and the heat in my throat, and I observed the physical sensations without judgment. It was as if I was watching the anger from a distance, like an observer witnessing a storm. As I sat with my emotions, I began to reflect on what had triggered this something. I found myself taking ownership of my feelings. It wasn't about what he said, it was about how he made me feel. It was the expectation I had for our communication and the values I held. I realized that I now have a choice in how I responded to the situation, and by I'm hiding. Don't tell my mom. Don't tell my mom I'm hiding and talking with you. Oh, oh, okay. No worries, man. Rohan, I have an idea. David, I have an idea. Oh gosh, what's your idea? Now I'm curious. I realized I had a choice in how I responded to the situation, and by pausing and taking the time to process my emotions, I was making a conscious decision to respond in a way that aligned with my values. A true businessman never spends his own money. What? What are you saying, Rohan? No. That's funny. As I made my way to the back inside, I felt a sense of clarity and purpose that I have not felt before. Send me the PDF of the book in my email. This guy, always trying to get free stuff, my brother. I love the hustle, dog. I can appreciate that. I felt a sense of purpose and clarity that I haven't felt before. In speaking with my husband, I was able to articulate my feelings in a way that was open and honest, but also respectful and compassionate. We were able to work through our differences in a way that brought us closer together rather than pushing us apart. Reflecting, this is my book. Yeah, if it's your book, why would you need a copy of it? uh, Reflecting on that moment now, I realized that mindfulness has transformed the way Samriti and don't say. Wait, what do you say? Don't say. Don't say. Oh. Work on our differences to bring us closer rather than push us away. Reflecting on that moment now, I realize that mindfulness has transformed the way I approach my emotions and my relationships. By taking the time to feel my emotions and process them with intention, I am able to cultivate deeper relationships with the people in my life and live in alignment with my values. As I continue on this journey, I know that the nature of emotions is to ebb and flow like ocean waves, but with mindfulness and awareness, I can learn to ride them with grace and compassion. I allow myself to feel. I'm on page 37 now. Central to my journey of emotional awareness has been willingness to allow myself to feel. Oh, take care, Samriti or Sanskruti. Let me know which one is the one I'm pronouncing correctly. Take care. Looks like it's just me and Rohan, baby. I've recognized that's not easy task, but I face why Sanskruti. I've faced my fair share of challenges along the way. However, I'm committed to being present with my emotions and allow myself to allow them to flow through me. Since attending a meditation retreat in 2016, I've been cultivating this sense of awareness and working on developing my emotional intelligence. As a coach, I've had the opportunity to work with many individuals and couples. I've seen firsthand the transformative power of allowing myself to feel. I've also experienced the benefits of this practice in my personal life, especially in my relationship with my husband, Aditya. Allowing myself to be vulnerable and present with my emotions, I've been able to deepen my connection with him, emotions, and approach conflicts with greater compassion and understanding. Of course, allowing oneself to feel is not an easy task. There is also time where I struggle to stay present with my emotions. Page 38. Committed to the practice, and I recognize the immense value it brings to my life and to my relationships. Throughout this journey, I've learned that emotions are a natural part of the human experience. By allowing ourselves to